James.
But it also comes down to the China issue again, Rowan. I mean, this Kyoto program is designed to hamper economies in the West, Australia, the United States, beyond,
Precisely.
and allow China a free pass to industrialize and overtake the West and become more prosperous and richer than us while we are hobbled, and they will become militarily dominant because of this, economically dominant. The thing that Scott Morrison should be doing is urging with our power that we have to influence other nations around the world, and we should not underestimate that. You know, we said no 5G, and lots of other nations said no 5G because Australia said no 5G. We should be saying, you know what, let's rewrite Kyoto, and let's say China has to obey the exact same rules we do because we emit 1/10, 1/20th the emissions that China does. So why should we be hobbled? Australia should have some of the cheapest power prices in the world. Any government that fails to do that and provide that is derelict in its duty, Rowan.
Rita, Scott Morrison used that appalling word reset when he was talking about resetting our climate change policies. That's code for the Great Reset, which I've talked about on this show. Again, if the Morrison government thinks they are going to be sending people to the, it's not Davos, it's now Lucerne in May, think again. We will be coming after you like you cannot believe. This great reset is absolute garbage, and Morrison is starting to flirt with the language of the Great Reset. We're seeing this climate nonsense. May I remind people, Rita, that on Friday, the coal consumption in Australia, the energy created was 68% came from coal and 0% came from solar, and only 7% and a bit came from wind. What a farce. You people are crippling us. Matt Keane, Scott Morrison, we're watching you very, very closely, and we are not happy at all, and nor is mainstream Australia. Rita.
Well, we had an election not too long ago. It was supposed to be a referendum on climate change. That was certainly how the election was presented by the Labor opposition, and Australia voted. And it seems like, I don't know what's happened with Scott Morrison, because he's typically got very good political instincts. He's normally knows what the average Australian family thinks and what they care about and what motivates their vote. I think it's one of his great strengths. I think he's just being advised very poorly. I don't know who he's listening to, but this is not what got the coalition over the line and got them really to win the unwinnable election. No one gave them a shot there. Everyone thought that Bill Shorten was going to be the next Prime Minister, and yet he prevailed, and he prevailed quite comfortably. And to walk away from some of those policies now and to win the applause of the likes of Matt Keane, I don't think that's where he wants to be. He is a conservative politician. He is a genuine centre-right politician. So where he's coming from with these new attitudes is beyond me. It really is. I just think he's poorly advised. I can't think of anything else.
I agree with you, Rita, totally, but I will pick you up on one thing. One person did say that Scott Morrison would win the election, and that was me, repeatedly. And the reason I knew he would is because he was saying the right thing to mainstream Australia on climate, on Paris, on Kyoto. And you're absolutely right, Rita, that he's been shockingly advised ever since then. I picked it. I knew he would win, and I knew he would win because of that issue. Now he's spitting in the face of mainstream Australia. This is going to hurt you very, very badly, Scott Morrison, as will any flirtation with the Great Reset. Now, Rita's absolutely right that the advice Morrison is getting at the moment is shocking. It's disgraceful. The Brereton report, the response to that coming out, accusing our diggers of brutal truths. We're going to collectively punish them all. What idiot was behind that? Why that guy Angus Campbell is still fronting up our army is beyond me. Get rid of him.